Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the heart of American innovation, where horsepower meets grit. You've just landed on FarmGear Innovators, the only channel that takes you behind the scenes of the most jaw-dropping, mind-blowing, dirt-slaying machines on the planet. From massive harvesters carving through cornfields like butter, to futuristic tractors that practically drive themselves, we cover it all. But this ain't just about metal and torque. It's about the people who build them, the farmers who rely on them, and the engineering genius that keeps America fed and moving. Whether you're a hardcore gearhead, a weekend tractor enthusiast, or just love watching beastly machines tear through the land, like it's nothing, you're in the right place. Every week we break down the biggest, baddest, most revolutionary farm and industrial equipment with the energy of a racetrack and the storytelling of a Sunday BBQ. So buckle up, hit that subscribe button like you're firing up a diesel engine, and let's roll into the future of farming together. This is FarmGear Innovators, where power meets precision and the fields are never quiet. Let's get to work. One, the mega moves, how 400-ton ships are transported by road. All right, folks, we're kicking things off big, like 400 tons big. Ever wondered what it takes to move a full-size ship, yes, a legit floating vessel down a highway designed for pickup trucks and minivans? Well, buckle in, because this isn't sci-fi. It's real-life heavy-haul engineering at its finest. We're talking about breaking down a 223-foot-long, 32-foot-wide, $5 million river cruise ship into massive chunks, the hull and the upper deck, then lifting them off the water with heavy-duty mobile cranes. And that's just the beginning. From there, these monsters are loaded onto multi-axle lowboy trailers, the kind with dozens of wheels designed to evenly distribute weight and navigate city streets without sinking into the asphalt. Case in point, the inland waterway ship MS Uing transported across Bavaria after being constructed near Bonn, Germany. It rolled down public highways like a sci-fi tank, escorted by police engineers and nervous city officials, praying it clears every bridge and bend. The secret route planning that's borderline NASA-level, checking every traffic light, power line, and pothole in the way. One wrong angle and you're talking millions in damage. Lesson here: when it comes to mega moves, size isn't the problem, precision is. Now, if you thought that was wild, wait till you see what it takes to haul a wind turbine blade longer than a Boeing 747. Coming up next, number 2, the future of blade transport, TII, SHL, and the wind turbine boom. The future of blade transport, TII, SHL, and the wind turbine boom. All right, gearheads, let's talk about blades. Not the kind you sharpen, the kind that power entire cities. We're in the middle of a wind energy explosion, and the turbines, they're getting massive. Modern blades can stretch over 350 feet long, longer than a Boeing 747 wing, and weigh over 20 tons each. Transporting one of these monsters isn't just about moving cargo, it's about engineering a ballet on wheels. Enter the TII SHL blade transport system, a modular, ultra-adaptable setup that looks more like a futuristic spaceship trailer than anything you'd see on the road. This rig includes a 2-axle Jeep truck, a free swing unit with a root adapter, and a 4-axle rear trailer designed specifically for ultra-long blades. It's not just tough, it's smart. It can pivot, tilt, and adjust the angle of the blade in real time, allowing it to snake through winding, mountain roads, tight village corners, or even dense forest routes. Real-world example: wind farms in the Swiss Alps. With terrain that looks more suited for goats than gear, the SHL system has made it possible to build turbines in areas previously thought impossible. Mini lesson: you don't move the blade like a log, you move it like an airplane wing, balanced, calculated, and responsive. What makes the SHL system even cooler? It's future-proof. It can handle next-gen blades even longer than today's models, meaning it's not just a solution, it's an investment. Now that you've seen the wings of the future in motion, let's check out the wheels that keep them grounded. Coming up next, number 3, turning on a dime inside the ESS modular steering system. Three, turning on a dime inside the ESS modular steering system. All right, folks, we've seen the giants roll. Now let's see how they dance. Because when you're hauling a 100-foot wind turbine blade, or a 300-ton transformer making a left turn at a T-intersection isn't just tricky, it's a full-blown engineering problem. And that's where the ESS electronic steering system comes in, like a backstage genius. At first glance, the trailers look like slabs of steel on wheels, but underneath pure intelligence. The ESS system controls every axle, electronically calculating steering angles in real time based on the trailer's dimensions. Load, weight, and road geometry. We're talking synchronized axle movements reacting like a centipede on command. Picture this, you're maneuvering a 100-foot-long load through a medieval European village. Cobblestone streets, tight turns, tourists everywhere. Without ESS, you're out of luck. With ESS, you're gliding around corners like it's ballet for steel. And get this, it's all controlled by a wireless remote. The operator literally walks beside the trailer, adjusting the steering with a joystick like it's a giant RC car, except the toy weighs 200,000 pounds. Lesson learned: with great size comes great steering, and ESS makes the impossible feel routine. Now, if you think steering is impressive, wait till you see what happens when we double the load. Coming up next, number 4, super productivity, the double stack container revolution. Four, super productivity, the double stack container revolution. If you thought moving one container was tough, how about moving 8 at once? Let's crank this up. Welcome to the world of double stack container trailers, the beasts that are literally doubling productivity at ports and freight hubs around the globe. These aren't your average flatbeds, folks. We're talking about specialized trailers designed to haul 8 20-foot containers or 4 40-foot containers in a single trip. That's right, double the cargo, half the trip's huge savings. So how does it work? The magic's in the extended chassis and reinforced vertical stacking system. Each unit is loaded not just side by side, but vertically with precision locking frames that keep every container secure even when you're barreling down a bumpy industrial route. Real-world win, Port of Long Beach, California. Since implementing double-stack units like the superb double-scale operators have slashed fuel costs by up to 40%, cut transit time in half, and doubled cargo throughput without hiring more drivers. Efficiency and profit right there in the steel. Quick takeaway. The future of freight isn't faster, it's smarter and denser. You don't move more trucks, you move more cargo per truck. But speaking of monster movers, what happens when you need to move 500 tons across unforgiving terrain? Coming up next, number 5, the 500-ton beasts, how road trains are changing mining logistics. 5, the 500-ton beasts, how road trains are changing mining logistics. All right, team, grab your helmets because we're about to chase down the kings of the outback, the 500-ton road trains. When you're hauling 500,000 pounds of raw material across miles of rugged terrain, you don't call in a convoy, you call in a DPRT 350T. This isn't your grandpa's big rig. This is a dual-engine, dual-propulsion monster purpose-built for the brutal demands of the mining industry. Unlike standard trucks that burn fuel idling in line, road trains like the DPRT cut those delays in half. With payloads reaching up to 500 tons, they move more material in fewer trips. And with their advanced multi-drive axle systems, they maintain control on slippery grades, sharp curves, and unpaved haul roads. Think of it as a train with no tracks gliding across mining routes like a steel serpent. Real-world deployment: iron ore operations in Western Australia and lithium sites in Nevada have switched to road trains to reduce round-trip cycles by up to 30%, saving millions annually on labor, fuel, and downtime. Lesson learned: when your logistics challenge is off-road, off-grid, and off-the-charts heavy, you need a road train, not a workaround. And now that we've seen what power looks like on wheels, let's shift gears and talk about precision without a driver's seat. Coming up next, number 6, AI autonomy in the cableless truck, the rise of Scania AXL. Number 6, AI autonomy in the cableless truck, the rise of Scania AXL. 6, AI autonomy in the cableless truck, the rise of Scania AXL. Okay, folks, take a look at that truck on screen. Now tell me, where's the driver? That's right, there isn't one. Meet the Scania AXL, a fully autonomous, cableless concept truck that's flipping the script on what heavy transport looks like. No windshield, no steering wheel, no seat. This thing is built from the ground up to operate without a human behind the wheel. Powered by advanced AI navigation, a modular drivetrain, and a network of LiDAR, radar, and GPS systems, the IXL is designed for controlled environments like mines, construction zones, and closed logistics hubs, places where precision, repetition, and safety rule the game. Real-world potential. Imagine an open-pit mine in Arizona running 24/7 without worrying about shift changes or operator fatigue. The AXL doesn't sleep, doesn't blink, and never texts while driving. Companies are estimating up to 20% cost reductions just by switching to autonomous fleets and closed-loop operations. Here's the kicker. With no cab, the vehicle can be smaller, lighter and safer, reducing blind spots and redistributing mass for better stability. The future of transport, it's not just driverless, it's driverless by design. And speaking of future-focused machines, let's get into the real heavyweight revolution, green power hauling mountains of material. Coming up next, number 7, Green Giants, electric and hydrogen-powered dump trucks. Green Giants, electric and hydrogen-powered dump trucks. All right, diesel fans, don't freak out, but the future of heavy hauling just got a whole lot cleaner. Welcome to the era of Green Giants dump trucks powered by electric motors and even hydrogen fuel cells. These aren't little science projects. We're talking full-blown 65-ton payload industrial-strength machines built to tear through terrain without spewing black smoke into the sky. First up, the Sandvik electric dump truck, boasting a massive 65-ton underground payload, currently in field trials at a gold mine in Australia. It's silent, produces zero tailpipe emissions, and slashes ventilation costs in deep mines where diesel fumes used to choke the air. Then there's the Tatra eDrive, a prototype running on hydrogen power. Yeah, hydrogen. Built on a battle-tested military chassis, it shows the potential for zero-emission hauling in even the harshest conditions. And of course, we have Caterpillar's AD63, a cleaner diesel machine, with advanced emissions filtering, no need for urea injection DEF, and 5% more payload than its predecessor. Lesson here. Clean doesn't mean weak. These trucks are proving that you can be green and mean at the same time. And with rising fuel costs and environmental regs, tightening the shift to clean power isn't optional, it's inevitable. So how do these giants stay stable and safe on the move? Let's pop the hood on the tech that keeps the balance just right. Coming up next, number 8, Smart Load Distribution, ADD Drive, and Adronic Systems Explained. 8. Smart Load Distribution, ADD Drive, and Adronic Systems Explained. Let's be honest, moving 500 tons is cool, but keeping it balanced and stable while turning a corner, that's genius. This is where ADD Drive and Adronic Systems step in, two cutting-edge technologies that are transforming how heavy haulers handle load distribution, traction, and terrain. These systems don't just move cargo, they think about it in real time. So what do they actually do? Let's break it down. ADD Drive is an auxiliary power system built directly into the trailer axles, giving the trailer its own propulsion. That means less strain on the tractor unit, better hill climbing ability, and smoother acceleration. Adronic, on the other hand, is the brains of the operation. It's a fully digital controller that monitors load, weight, slope, angle, and traction, and automatically adjusts power braking and axle behavior on the fly. Real-world win. In Norway's fjord regions, transport companies rely on Adronic-equipped trailers to deliver wind turbine components up steep, narrow mountain roads without tipping, jackknifing, or overheating brakes. Mini lesson. The heavier your haul, the smarter your tech needs to be. Balance isn't just about physics anymore, it's about automation and control. And speaking of big brains and big machines, ever wonder how today's mining trucks stack up in a head-to-head comparison? Let's put them to the test. Coming up next, number 9. From mines to megastructures, comparing the world's largest dump trucks. 9. From mines to megastructures, comparing the world's largest dump trucks. All right, gearheads, it's the battle of the titans. Let's put the biggest beast in the mining world head-to-head. We're diving into a face-off of epic proportions comparing the CAT 797F, Liebherr T282C, and the Hitachi EH5000 AC3. These aren't just trucks, they're rolling fortresses engineered to move mountains literally. Let's start with the Caterpillar 727F. With a payload capacity of 400 tons and a V20 diesel engine pumping out over 4,000 horsepower, this bad boy dominates in high-production copper and coal mines across North America. It's known for its brute force and legendary reliability, especially in desert and high-altitude environments. Now meet the Liebherr T282C, sleek, quiet, and insanely efficient. With a similar payload to the CAT, it runs on a diesel-electric drive system, giving it an edge in fuel efficiency and smoother power delivery. This one's a favorite in South American megamines where high altitudes demand better thermal control. Then there's the Hitachi EH5000 AC3, Japan's answer to extreme hauling. Designed for smart integration with autonomous fleet systems, it's built to talk with AI dispatchers, making it a solid pick for mines transitioning to full automation. Lesson here: one size doesn't fit all. Choosing your mega hauler depends on altitude, fuel costs, fleet automation, and terrain. Power is great, but precision and purpose win the day. So now that we've seen these monsters flex, let's hear from the real MVPs behind the wheel, those who operate them every day. Coming up next, number 10, what heavy equipment operators wish you knew. 10. What heavy equipment operators wish you knew. All right, before we wrap this beast of a ride, it's time to hear from the real legends, the men and women behind the controls. Because behind every 400-ton hauler blade transporter or autonomous megatruck is a skilled operator with nerves of steel and decades of know-how. And trust me, they've got a few things they really want you to understand. First off, these machines aren't just driven, they're managed. Operators are constantly monitoring hydraulic pressure, weight distribution, tire temperature, and more. Miss one reading, you could blow a tire drop, a blade, or roll a load. Example one operator told us how skipping a simple trailer angle calibration check led to a 6-degree lean and nearly sent a wind turbine blade into a ditch. Close call. Lesson learned. Second, daily walkarounds aren't optional. Whether it's a loose chain, a cracked weld, or just dust on a sensor, small issues can turn into million-dollar problems real fast. Operators know the machine better than most engineers. They feel the vibrations, hear the hum, and can smell trouble before sensors flash red. Takeaway: the best tech in the world still needs a human touch. These machines may be smart, but the operators are smarter. And that's a wrap, folks. From mega loads to micro adjustments, FarmGear Innovators brings you the front row seat to the future of heavy machinery. So if you love this ride, slam that like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to drop your favorite machine in the comments. We've got more gear, more power, and more innovation on the way. Until next time, keep it heavy, keep it smart. What a ride, folks. 400-ton ships, blade hauling beasts, driverless giants, and electric dump trucks that can crush a house without even trying. You've just rolled through the front lines of innovation engineering and raw mechanical muscle, and this is just the beginning. At FarmGear Innovators, we're not just showcasing machines, we're telling the stories behind them, the operators, the tech, the grit, the future. So if you've got diesel in your blood dirt, under your boots, or you just love watching massive machines crush the laws of physics, you're in the right place. Smash that like button if you learned something new. Subscribe so you don't miss our next drop, because trust us, it's gonna be big. Drop a comment below and tell us, what's the wildest machine you've ever seen in action? Whether you're a fan, a farmer, or a future engineer, this channel's for you. This is FarmGear Innovators, where horsepower meets brainpower, and every week is a front row seat to the world's baddest machines. Thanks for watching, and remember, if it's heavy, if it's smart, and if it changes the game, You'll see it here first. Catch you in the next one, legends.